Hey guys, welcome back to another Chess File World video. Today I'm going to cover over the Petrov Defense and the Philidor Defense. Before we start, please consider subscribing and liking the video. I really appreciate it, and let's get started. e4, e5, knight f3. Last time we saw what happens if he plays knight c6, where we play the Scotch. This time we'll look at d6 and knight f6. Let's start with d6. So yeah, d6, d4, e takes d4. He has two moves here. E takes d4, as you saw, in knight c6. If he plays knight c6, we just play d takes e5. Knight takes e5, knight takes e5, d takes e5, queen takes d8, king takes d8. Bishop c4, we gain a tempo. The king has to move back. King e8, bishop e3, knight f6, and f3. Here the plan's pretty simple. We play knight d2 and castle queenside, and you have a little more experience in this position than your opponent, so you'll probably edge him out over there, but it's mostly a draw with perfect play. And if you don't want the draw, then you can play c3, which he would probably take. We take back. And here he has plenty of moves. One is bishop g4. You can cover them all out yourself. I won't be explaining that in this video. So let's see what happens if he plays e takes d4. Here we play knight takes d4, knight f6. All these moves are non-explanatory. We just double up. Here we play bishop e2. Here we take, giving him double pawn, but these double pawns are good, as you probably learned already, and he's planning to push d5. So once he pushes d5, if he pushes d5, we play e5 and we have a good position. Let's see that all in action. Knight takes e6, b takes e6, f4 preparing e5. Castles is probably what's going to be played. Bishop e3. And here if he plays rook b8, then you play rook b1, and you are attacking the a pawn, don't forget that. And if he doesn't play rook b8, well, then our plan is pretty simple. We castle, queen d2, and this is a very flexible position for us, and you won't have any trouble playing it. So yeah, that is the Philidor defense. Let's switch over to the Petrov defense. So Petrov defense is e4, e5, knight f3, and knight f6. Here it looks like he's giving a free pawn, but we are too, and that's his plan. He takes d5. Now he has a couple of moves. He can take, or he can play this. I think you all know the trap if he takes, so I won't be covering it. And he can play d6. So let's look at the Stafford gambit first. Knight takes e6, d takes e6. Here, most people will tell you to play d3 and bishop b2, but I think knight c3 is also good. Most people will play bishop c5. His threat right now is to play knight g4 and attack this pawn, which is usually a weakness in the Stafford gambit. So we play h3, stopping that. And here, black's technically run out of moves. He has only two moves right now, castles or queen d4, but either one of them leads to the same plan. d3, bishop e3, bishop e2, and yeah. So let's look at castles. Well, let's look at castles first. Castle is d3, rook e8, bishop e2, and it's safe to say that this is much better for white because he or she is almost out of danger, and next here she will play castles and bishop b3, getting a very good position. And the same thing will happen with queen d4. Now careful, if you play d3 automatically, you could checkmate, as you all see. So we play queen f3 first, castles, and then we play d3 with the queen. So let's look at what if he doesn't play the Stafford and he plays the normal line with d6. d6, knight f3, knight takes e4. Here we play d4, d5, and as you all see, we're getting a tempo sooner or later. With bishop d3, castles, rook e8, and we attack this knight, and sooner or later he's going to have to move back, and we want a tempo then. So that's why this position is slightly better for white, but not that much. Bishop d3, let's look at this in action, bishop d6. Castles, castles, c4. This pawn is overworked, attack, so it can't take here because it's guarding the knight. So that, and we were also threatening to take the pawn, so if we play c6, reinforcements, rook e1, rook e8, and knight c6. Here, black has a lot of moves. I don't know if you can see in all these arrows. So, take them off for you. He can play bishop f5. He can also play f5. He can take the knight, or he can move back. If he plays bishop f5, we play queen c2. If he plays knight takes, then we play b takes, and sooner or later, once we defend the rook, we play queen c2 and bishop d2. So yeah, and that's a very good position. If he moves back, then we also play bishop d2 and queen c2, and it's a good position. And finally, if he plays f5, then we take the b pawn. So yeah, that's basically it. And next time I'm going to be covering the c5 lines, the Sicilian. So stay tuned. And yeah, bye.